You don't feel it. You don't see it. And most of the time, you never think about it. But flowing through your veins is a biological signature that quietly shapes how your body reacts to disease, injury, infection, and even emergencies. Your blood type isn't just a letter on a medical form. It's an evolutionary code, one that carries hidden vulnerabilities most people never learn about. Tonight, we're breaking down every hidden danger of your blood type and why two people exposed to the same threat can experience completely different outcomes. O positive, the strength that becomes a weakness. O positive is the most common blood type on Earth. Nearly half the global population carries it. But this abundance comes with a trade-off. Type O blood expresses the H antigen, a surface structure that certain pathogens are especially good at exploiting. Bacteria like Vibrio cholerae and viruses such as norovirus attach more easily to this antigen, allowing infections to escalate faster inside the gut. Historically, during cholera outbreaks, people with type O blood were more likely to suffer severe dehydration and life-threatening complications. There's another hidden risk. Type O blood naturally contains lower levels of clotting proteins, including von Willebrand factor and factor VIII. This reduces the risk of strokes and deep vein thrombosis, but it also means longer bleeding times. In trauma, accidents, or surgery, that small difference can matter. O positive protects against clots, but in emergencies, it can struggle to stop bleeding. A positive when protection turns aggressive. A positive blood type is the second most common type worldwide and one of the most complex. The antigen strengthens certain immune responses, but it also increases blood's tendency to clot. Over time, this creates a higher baseline risk for deep vein thrombosis, pulmonary embolism, heart attacks, and strokes. Studies consistently show higher levels of clotting factors like fibrinogen and factor VIII in people with type O blood. But clotting isn't the only concern. The same immune sensitivity linked to the antigen is associated with exaggerated inflammatory responses. This mechanism has been connected to autoimmune conditions such as rheumatoid arthritis and type 1 diabetes. Even more quietly, epidemiological data links type O blood to higher rates of gastric and pancreatic cancers, possibly due to how the antigen affects cell adhesion and immune signaling. What protects the body in one context can, over decades, become a liability. B positive, the slow burn risk. B positive blood makes up about 10% of the global population, and its dangers are subtle. People with type B blood often show moderately elevated inflammatory markers, including C-reactive protein and factor IX. This doesn't cause immediate symptoms, but over years, it can contribute to vascular inflammation and circulation issues. There's also a digestive vulnerability. The B antigen provides a convenient attachment point for bacteria like Salmonella and certain strains of E. coli. These pathogens bind more effectively to the intestinal lining, making infections harder to clear and more symptomatic. The danger here isn't sudden, it's cumulative. A slow buildup of inflammation that quietly shapes long-term health. AB positive. The rarest balance. AB positive blood is rare, found in less than 4% of people. It carries both A and B antigens, creating a unique internal environment. This dual expression has been linked to subtle changes in endothelial function, how blood vessels regulate inflammation and clotting. Over time, this may increase the risk of microvascular complications, particularly in the brain. Some studies have found that people with AB blood are overrepresented in populations experiencing age-related memory decline. Chronic, low-grade inflammation appears to be a contributing factor. AB-positive individuals are universal recipients in transfusions, but internally, their physiology must constantly balance two competing antigen signals. O-negative. The universal donor's burden. O-negative blood is critical in emergencies. It can be given to anyone, but biologically, it carries unique risks. Without A, B, or Rhd antigens, the H antigen remains fully exposed, making O-negative individuals particularly vulnerable to aggressive gastrointestinal pathogens like cholera and norovirus. There's also a historic danger tied to pregnancy. If an O-negative mother carries an Rh-positive fetus, her immune system may produce antibodies that attack fetal red blood cells. This condition, hemolytic disease of the newborn, was once a major cause of infant and maternal complications. Modern medicine now manages this risk effectively, but the biology hasn't changed. And in emergencies, O-negative individuals can only receive blood from other O-negative donors, making transfusions more complicated when time matters most. A-negative. Rare, restricted, and risky. Negative blood is uncommon, found in less than 2% of the population. That rarity becomes dangerous in trauma situations where compatible blood may not be immediately available. Limited donor options can delay treatment during surgery or accidents. Biologically, A-negative individuals share the clotting risks seen in A-positive blood, higher levels of factor VIII, and increased cardiovascular risk. Pregnancy complications related to Rh incompatibility also apply here, requiring careful prenatal monitoring. It's a blood type where both biology and logistics can work against you. B-negative. The double rarity. B-negative blood affects about 1% of people worldwide. Like other B types, the B antigen increases vulnerability to certain intestinal infections. But B-negative adds another layer of risk: extreme scarcity. Compatible donors are limited to B-negative and O-negative, both rare. In emergencies, this narrow compatibility window can delay life-saving transfusions. Long-term inflammation markers also tend to run higher, subtly increasing cardiovascular and metabolic risk over time. The danger isn't dramatic, but it's persistent. AB-negative. The rarest of all. AB-negative blood is the rarest blood type on Earth, less than 0.5% of the population. It carries both A and B antigens without the Rhd factor, creating a highly unusual immune profile. Some research suggests this combination may result in slower or less coordinated immune responses in certain infections. Not weak, just less predictable. From a medical standpoint, AB-negative individuals face the most severe transfusion limitations. Compatible blood types are all rare, making emergency care more complex. When time is critical, rarity becomes risk. The takeaway: your blood type doesn't determine your destiny, but it does influence how your body reacts under pressure. Two people can face the same illness, the same injury, the same emergency, and experience completely different outcomes. Not because of luck, but because of biology written long before they were born. Let us know in the comments what your blood type is, and whether you've ever noticed any of these effects.